The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game one. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds than he did points. And his defense, of course, remains all NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton, and it's Green in at the small forward spot. And for Golden State, and the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Looney. Take a look at the Warriors. And you know, Greg, they've worked so hard to establish home-court advantage, and they may need it having drawn a brutal opponent here in round one.
Not much of a reward for the season that they just had. You know, many prognosticators think this series could go either way. That makes it crucially important for them to take this first game.
But they're just so happy to be here, right? All the season, all the practices and games, just to be here is such a reward.
A lot of excitement, but also a certain level of anxiety.
And here's Jokic. Passes to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. Offline with his three. Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. And, you know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. Wiggins passes to Curry. Fires from 14. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Jokic kicks to Barton. Back to Jokic. He dishes it to Green. Pass to Morris. And that time, also a missed shot. Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Curry passes to Looney. On the wing, Wiggins. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Morris dishes to Barton. Gordon, with no one around, drops in the tray.
Man, I like seeing Gordon stretch his range a little bit. I mean, the three-point shot is still a work in progress for him, but I think he's only going to get better the more experience he gets shooting it from there.
Now here's Thompson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Jokic kicks to Morris. Back to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. From 11 feet away, gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
That's exactly what you want the offense to produce, a high percentage look for Jokic.
Here's Curry. Unable to get that one. Great tee that time from Green. The drive by Jokic. Count that bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some historic numbers put up by Nikola Jokic, but he made it clear it is a team effort.
It's easy for me, actually. I mean, I have such a great teammate. I mean, it's really easy for me to do whatever I'm doing on the court.
And it's certainly true, Greg. There's a depth of talent on this team.
With complementary skill sets, too, but Let's not kid ourselves. It all revolves around the Joker and his unique skill set. They'll go as far as he takes them.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Kuminga. Payton is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Porter. And it's Bjelica in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Poole. He's tightly guarded. There's the steal.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Good work there as it goes. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want. You know, maybe not the destructive force he was before the ACL tear, but Cousins still has the size, skill, and understanding of the game to be a contributor. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Gordon for three. Drills it from outside. Gordon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Back to Poole. The 11-footer. That one a little long.
And some career-low numbers last season. Where does Cousins go from here?
Well, Greg, I think the biggest thing with him is health, and health affects conditioning, and those two things, two sides of the same coin. And then I think he has to embrace a willingness to accept a support role at this stage in his career.
Poole with it. Now Green defending. Poole no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Forbes kicks to Gordon. And again, Denver with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And that one, good.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Campazzo, the pass to Cousins. Over Bjelica. And it's Denver scoring again.
Hey, DeMarcus Cousins is really an effective guy inside. Give him the ball.
The three from Poole. No good. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Denver. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish, and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Denver Nuggets.
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots. Motions, sharp as a razor. Their spacing is excellent. They're moving the ball well. I love the way this team is playing.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. Momentum up for grabs for this game one in the series. What's going through the mind of the players right now?
You want to come out and play your game every single possession. I know that's cliche, but you got to do it. Establish the flow. You know, let the people know how you want the rest of the series to go. Get it? Flow, go.
Nice.
Love being on this show.
Nice. Game one, you've always got to make some adjustments. It's kind of like a boxing match. That first round, you're not just coming out throwing haymakers.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton, and it's Green in at the three. The drive by Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got the lead up to 7 now for Denver. And big men's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Keller and put him in this style of play, what adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. And maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. I say arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, "I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite." Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Jokic inside, Looney on him, and it's in there.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's the screen. Lock at 6. Curry. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 6.
And Curry calling for the pick and roll and running it with precision. He is a terrific floor general. He knows how to strike the soft spot of an opposing defense.
Jokic passes to Najee. It's rebounded by Golden State. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA, and we might be talking the all-time list here.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Kuminga's come in for Golden State. On the wing, Thompson, covered by Morris. No good there. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. The pass to Najee. And here's Green outside. Buries it from three-point range. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Denver leading by 5. Morris passes to Jokic. Fires from deep. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Curry, good.
I'm not sure there's another player in the league that a coach would have more confidence in taking that shot than Steph Curry.
Here's Najee. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. In at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. And it's Looney in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors' 5.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Jokic kicks to Barton. Jokic sets the screen for Barton. On the wing, Green. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 10. To the paint, here's Poole. That one doesn't go. Barton with some nice D. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it's Green with the jam.
Boy, the passing ability of Jokic is really something. I mean, he's proven to be quite the capable playmaker.
They kick it out to Green. The 3. Fades away. That one off the back iron and out.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And it's Gordon penetrating. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for Denver.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Aaron Gordon.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Curry. To halt the run, drills the three-pointer.
Tell you what, it's just one of those nights where Curry finds a rhythm and just keeps on flowing. This show never gets old.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Nicola, another great passing game for you. What was the key?
I think the guys were making shots. That's the main thing. We moved without the ball. It was a good energy on the floor, and I mean that's why we won the game.
There is trust in all directions, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Aaron Gordon.